Hello everyone and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at a new tool that I think you guys are really going to like. If you work in any type of really noisy environment, you're damaging your hearing if you don't wear a hearing protection. You could wear the disposable foam hearing protections and work in silence isolated from the world. Or you could wear a comfortable and convenient set of Bluetooth earmuffs that can cancel out the noise while also allowing you to play your favorite music and allowing you to answer your phone calls directly without having to pull the phone out of your pocket. So if you've been looking for a lightweight and affordable set of earmuffs but didn't know which one to get, then stick around as I unbox and test this guy. Alright guys, so when you unbox this puppy, this is everything you get. So let's talk a little bit about some of the features that this guy has, but before we get started testing this guy, do me a big favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. That way you get notified every time I do another product review video, DIY project, or a sale at a big box store where I can help you save more money. Alright then, so this is the Hearing Protection Bluetooth Earmuffs from Prohear, available on Amazon, link in description below. At the time of making this video, these guys retail for $39.95, and they come with a 3-year warranty. Now the dimensions on these guys are 7 inches by 6 inches by 3 inches in thickness, and they weigh less than a pound. So what do you get when you unbox this guy? Well, you get the earmuffs themselves, you get the instruction manual that tells you everything about this guy, how to set it up, take care of them, etc. You get 2 cables, you get an auxiliary cable in case you want to hook this guy up directly to a device, and you get a charging cable because it does have a battery so you can charge it back up. And it also comes in a very nice pouch so you can store them away when you're not using them. And I tell you, when I do these reviews, I call things as I see them. And this time, I'm really impressed with this pouch. Most of the time, when I do product reviews, a lot of things that bring pouches, generally it's like a little throwaway pouch. It's like a nylon or some cheap material, cloth, something like that you basically just pull it out, throw it away, and forget about it. This one is a nice faux leather pouch, because nothing is made from real leather anymore, but it is a leather pouch, which is rather impressive. And it has their logo on the front here embossed on it. So very nice little pouch. You can hang on to it, use it for these guys or something else if you choose to use it for something else. So anyway, so let's talk a little bit about this guy. So this guy comes in 6 different colors: black, which you see here right now, orange, green, yellow, red, and gray. Plus, this guy also comes set up so you can use it with a hard hat. So the top part does not come with the hard hat version. That way you can attach it to the hard hat. This set of earmuffs gives you top quality noise reduction, having 30 decibels SNR, or safety noise reduction. Aside from that, it has a built-in rechargeable 1500 milliamp hour battery that can run up to 120 hours of playtime. That means you charge this guy up and it'll last you for quite a long time. That means that not only are you protecting your hearing from bad noise, but you can also listen to your favorite music in stereo while you're using them. You can also answer your phone calls directly without even having to pull the phone out of your pocket. Having Bluetooth 5.3 gives you a better connection to your devices that works up to 80 feet of distance. So you can leave your phone inside your house and still do your yard work with these guys on in comfort and stay connected. This bad boy is IPX4 waterproof, meaning that you can get a little wet and have no problem whatsoever. Now, that doesn't mean that you can submerge it, but you can get it a little wet, wipe it off, and keep on going. The raised buttons on the side of the earmuff make it easy to change tracks, take or cancel calls, raise or lower the volume, and many more features that are all explained in the owner's manual. All easy to learn controls with the raised buttons on the side, which work well with gloved hands. And like I mentioned previously, if for some reason you decide that you need a direct connection to your device, this little guy also has a standard auxiliary jack that allows direct connection to any device, and I'll show you that in a moment. So this set of Bluetooth earmuffs is really great for protecting your hearing while you're doing all sorts of yard work, snow blowing, grinding, chainsaw work, working in a noisy workshop, and many more things. Anything that's noisy, you can feel comfortable wearing these guys and protecting your hearing. So let's take a little closer look at these guys and then we'll see how they perform. Alright guys, so let's take a little closer look at these Bluetooth earmuffs from Prohear and see all the different features that they have. But first, let's start off by looking at the pouch that I told you about earlier. Let me give you a little closer look. As you see, it has their name embossed on it, the company name embossed on it, and you can see it is a nice quality leather pouch. Instead of a disposable little fabric pouch, this guy can be used for a lot of different things, and it's really rather heavy. As far as material goes, it's good consistency. So there you go, nice little pouch to start off with. The earmuffs, again, they feel solid on the hand. They're nice quality. They don't feel flimsy. ABS plastic, padded material like a leather here, leather on the top as well. Your metal band here to hold everything together. So good, decent quality. The size here, the padding for the ears is quite squishy, so it's nice and comfortable. You should be able to wear that for a long time without feeling any kind of fatigue. The top here, again, very squishy. You see very much on the side, inside, and outside. Very squishy, has a nice little padding to it. You see it bounces back. So again, it should be comfortable on your head. And it does have their name on the top here as well. You see right there, there is the name of the company. Now, as far as these guys go, on this side, there's nothing there. On the other side, that's where all the controls are. And to turn it on is very easy. You just hit the power button. And there you go. It turns on. And then if you have it set up with your phone already or device, like in this case, my phone is not near me, so let me turn it off. But when I have the phone near me, that goes solid, telling you it's ready to go. But it'll start pairing if you don't have anything near it. And all the other controls are right there. Let me show you very closely so you can see. All these controls basically do everything for you. The on-off is just that, and then you have the up, down, all that kind of good stuff. And those controls, whether you hold it for a few seconds or whether you tap it twice or whatever, it's all in the instruction, all in the manual right there. It tells you how to do everything from changing track, raising and lowering volume, taking calls, canceling calls, all that kind of good stuff. You can do it with just these three buttons, these guys right here. So these other buttons right there pretty much do everything as far as I understand. Now, on the inside of it, let me give you a closer look on the inside. Turn it like that. You see it has a nice padding on there to protect your hearing. The speaker is obviously behind that. These guys here are nicely padded. And you can also get it on the same page. If you don't like this material for whatever reason, you can get it with a gel around here. It may cost a couple of bucks more, but if you like the gel instead, you don't have to get this leather material. You have a choice of which one to get. So look that up on the Amazon page, and it gives you a choice of which one to get. So there you go, nice little earmuffs right there. You put them together nice and solid, and they give you a nice hearing on there. And here is the USB-C connector. That way you plug it in right there and you charge it up. Down over here is where you have your standard auxiliary connector. So if you need to hook this guy up directly through a cable to whatever device, you can hook it up with that. It brings you the standard auxiliary cable already included. You see the connector right there. So you can use these guys if you want to, or if you have a longer one of your own, you can use it, hook it up to that, and you have no problem. And there's your microphone right there, so you can talk to someone if you want to when you're taking a phone call. So everything is very much included right there. It covers everything you need. Once you have these guys on, you really don't need to take them off to do anything, whether it's listening to music, changing the tracks, taking phone calls, whatever you want to do. Everything is included on these guys right there. So they stay on your head and your phone stays in your pocket, and you can do everything just pressing the controls on these guys. And one thing to point out also, the holidays are just around the corner. So if this is something that you like, you can get it as a gift for yourself or start dropping some hints and stuff like that. Maybe somebody in your family may want to buy you one of these guys for the holidays. Makes an excellent holiday gift. So these guys are a heck of a lot better, like I mentioned previously. Instead of wearing these guys, your typical cheapy, inexpensive throwaway ear protection, yeah, you can spend 50 cents and buy these guys if you want to, but then you're not hearing anything. You're isolated from the world, and you just hear the echo chamber inside your head without anything going on. You get these guys for a few bucks more, and you have music, you have phone calls, you have everything. If you're a busy person, you don't want to be distracted with noise, and you don't want to miss your phone calls, then you want to have these guys on to protect your hearing and help you to take phone calls and listen to music as well. So let's set these guys up and see how they sound. Alright guys, so I'm sure some of you guys are probably wondering, what do these earmuffs sound like when you're listening to music? kind of hard to buy something if you don't know what it sounds like. And I'm sure most of the videos out there that cover this product are not even going to take the time to record some music with it and show you what it sounds like. So I'm going to do that. So what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to do a little experiment. I'm going to use a little lapel microphone that I have. That little guy right there, I'm going to put it right in there so that way we can play some music and see what it sounds like. And I'm not going to use the buttons on here because I don't want to move it around and have some possible turbulent sound and stuff like that. So I'm going to control it from my phone, and that way I don't need to touch this after I set it down. So let's try that and see what these guys sound like. All right, guys, so that gives you some idea of what these guys sound like when you're wearing them. Now, obviously, they're going to sound better when you're wearing them. I already put them on my ears and I saw what they sound like. They sound better to the human ears because that's what they're set up for. This is a microphone, it's not going to be as good, and this is a lapel microphone, so it's mostly set up for recording a voice. So it's not going to be as set to music as something else would be, like your ears. So there you go. That at least gives you some idea what they sound like. But trust me, your ears will listen to it a lot better than a microphone. All right, guys, now comes the big test. How good are these guys at noise cancellation? That's probably what you're all wondering. Do they really work as earmuffs, and do they really cancel out the noise? Well, we're going to take the same little lapel microphone again. That little guy right there. I'm going to put it inside the earmuffs. I'm going to hold them together like they're pressing against your head, and the microphone is your ear. And then I'm going to make some real noise and see how these guys perform. So first of all, we're going to take my drill because I don't have any big equipment and stuff that I can hold right next to them to do this test. So this is a pretty noisy drill. I'm going to show you what it sounds like right now. And the microphone may actually attenuate it and make it sound less noisy than what it is. But trust me, this is a noisy drill. That is what that drill sounds like. It is really an old, noisy drill. This drill is probably from the 80s, so they didn't worry about noise suppression and stuff like that back then. It's a really old, noisy drill. So let me put the lapel microphone inside there, and then we'll see how it performs. All right, so there you have it. That is how the noise cancellation sounds when you're near some noisy equipment, because I put it right up next to them, assuming basically this is pressed against your ears and canceling out as much noise as possible. So I put the drill right up against it, which normally you won't have something that close to it, but that gives you some idea how a really noisy piece of equipment near you would be canceled out by these guys right there. So there you have it. All right, guys, there you have it, a review and demonstration of a convenient and affordable set of earmuffs. Protecting your hearing is just as important as protecting any other part of your body. Protect your hearing, plus listen to music and take calls at your convenience with these earmuffs. You saw and heard in the video just how good the sound quality is and how well it insulates you from outside noises. I can honestly say that these earmuffs exceeded the expectations that I had when I ordered them. I think this is an important tool that you should definitely have in your toolbox. Check out the links below for all the information. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.